I had a cousin named Bo Bankson. He was a kind, caring person who loved to make you smile and feel good about yourself. But he was born with a rare disease known at the time as type 2 brittle bone disease. This disease can be genetic or come from a mutation in his own genetic code. This disease always caused him to have a hard life and to be careful due to the fragility of his bones. Because his bones were fragile, he only grew to be about the size of a toddler. It also made him unable to play sports, run outside, or do anything in a physical manner. But despite this disease, he still had a humble dream to graduate high school and receive his diploma. He was able to keep a positive mindset and show love for everyone he ever met. He was blessed to live a long lifetime, but he succumbed to his illness at the age of 20. Now take a second and imagine if your loved one or child was born with an incurable disease and you want to know more about it and how to make the person more comfortable. Today I'll be informing you about a rare disease known as Osteogenesis Imperfecta, or also known as brittle bone disease. I'll be sharing my research about this fatal condition that can affect anyone. To know how to deal with such a deadly disease, first we must know what the disease is and how this disease comes about in children across the globe. Brittle bone disease is a disorder that results in fragile bones that break easily before or after birth. Brittle bone disease is caused by a genetic defect or mutation in the gene that produces collagen 1 for bones. This defect can come from genetic inheritance or from a mutation within the genetic pool. At this point, you may be wondering how common this form of disease is and how can you tell if your child or loved one may have this disease. Osteogenesis imperfecta affects 1 in 10 to 20,000 people worldwide, with an estimated 25 to 50,000 people in the United States alone. This form of disease has 8 different forms, where the first 4 are the most common and the last 4 are mutations of the 4th form. The first form is where you produce quality collagen, but not enough of it for bone strength, resulting in fragile bones. Children with type 1 typically have bone fractures due to mild trauma, but this actually gets better with age. The second form is the most severe form of this disease, where the child doesn't produce enough nor good quality collagen, which is the most life-threatening. Children with type 2 often have a narrow chest, broken or misshapen ribs, or even underdeveloped lungs. Babies with this type can die in the womb or shortly after birth. The third form is another severe form, where the body produces enough collagen but of poor quality, resulting in bone deformities and extremely fragile bones. Your child's bones could break even before birth and are more likely to have deformities. The fourth form and final form is most variable due to the different mutations where the body produces enough collagen but in poor quality, but tends to lessen with age and has the highest survivability rate as well. Common signs of this type are the bowing of legs and the bowing of arms, but unlike the others, the life expectancy is that of an average adult. Symptoms of this disease can be anything from multiple broken bones, bone deformities, loose joints, weak teeth, blue scleria or bluish tint of the white of the eyes, bowed legs or arms, kyphosis, an abnormal outward curve of the upper spine, scoliosis, early hearing loss, respiratory issues, and even heart defects. You now have a basic understanding of osteogenesis imperfecta and its different forms, and by now you must be wondering if there's a treatment or a way to allow comfort to the child. Osteogenesis imperfecta can be a life-threatening and life-altering disease that sounds very unpleasant and sounds like there's no way to help your child in any way possible, but there are ways to help your child be more comfortable. One form of helping is by giving them medicine to help with any pain they may be in, or giving them biphosphonate supplements to help increase their bone strength. Another form is physical therapy to help build muscle to protect the bones and reduces the strain on the bones. There's also therapy to help with any psychiatric needs to improve mood on self-image and any depression. The final help is by surgically implanting steel rods into your child's bones and reconstructive surgery to fix bone deformities. After today, we know a little more about a deadly disease that, though it is considered a rare form, it is still a form that can come about at any given moment and happen to any family. With a bit of knowledge on the disease, it will help you identify signs of this disease early and start treatment as soon as possible. As medical science and technology improves, I have faith that there will be even more options to aid those afflicted with this disease.